Who fancies seeing some Harry Potter Christmas products? Now, I know we have a few months to go, but I am incredibly excited to show you what I have been sent in this enormous box from Marks and Spencer. So what are you waiting for? Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Greg Who Lived YouTube channel with me, the Greg Who Lived, and in this video I have an enormous box of exciting and new Harry Potter products to share with all of you. I cannot wait to get stuck into this video. It is going to be full of new and exciting Harry Potter products by Marks and Spencer. They have been kind enough to gift me a box of their new products so I can show all of you lovely people, and I hope you're as excited about this video as I am. I know there is a couple of months before Christmas, but it never ever hurts to get excited, especially after the last couple of years that we've all had. So I cannot wait to open this up and just show you the magic within. But before I do, as usual with all of my videos, the quick notices, which are, if you haven't already, you can follow me over on Instagram at the Greg Who Lived, and also shop some of my pins or some of my other Wizarding themed products at the Greg Who Lived shop. I'll also be posting some links where you can subscribe and watch some of those videos. But with that all done, let's move on to this video, which is just incredibly exciting. For those of you that might be in America or haven't heard of Marks and Spencer, it is a shop that sells a range of things. They do food, clothing, home accessories, electronics, the lot. And it's one of the longest running shops here in the UK. I think they have a few different shops all around the world, which is very exciting. But like with lots of other shops, they have developed their own Harry Potter products. It's 7 items, which of course is the magic number in the Wizarding world. And some of them are larger items, some of them are a bit smaller, and it's all gifts that you can get from Marks and Spencer's online. Of course, it goes without saying that this is a gifted video, so I didn't pay any money for what is in this enormous box. However, all the opinions are very much my own. And if you do want to shop any of these products for yourself, I will put Marks and Spencer in the description below, and you can just have a little browse, see what other products they have, and just check out their exclusive Harry Potter range. So as I say, there's 7 products, so let's begin. I'm going to put the box here because it is quite large, but there's so many exciting things in here, and I'll put all the prices magically at the bottom as we go through them. So up first, we have Hogwarts Ludo. Now, I am a big one for board games. I love a good board game, but sometimes they can be overly complicated. And it's nice to have games like Ludo, very simple, who's going to win, very exciting, but not full of 1,000 rules and a 60-page rulebook. So this is a Hogwarts version of Ludo. So it's the classic game of getting your pieces all the way around and back into your home space. And of course, they've gone with the Hogwarts house theme, and it looks really nice packaging. I know that with all Marks and Spencer's Harry Potter products, they have gone for their own packaging, which I think is really different. It's really unique. I think it's got a nice quality to it. I know some of the packaging with Harry Potter products isn't always the best, but with this, I really like it. As well, they did the same packaging with their chocolate range. They did some chocolate golden snitches and some other confectionery from the Wizarding world, and it all as well had this same packaging. So I am a big fan, but as you can see quite clearly, this is £15, which I don't think is too bad for a board game. It's a great family game, and on the front it does say 2 to 4 players. So brilliant for Christmas Day or any day of the year. Inside we've just got 1 page of instructions, which is absolute bliss. You don't need to spend hours. It should be fairly straightforward. And what I love as well is that the pieces also correspond to the Hogwarts houses. So we've got yellow and blue for Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, like myself. And then we've got green and this kind of light red pinky colour, which is of course for Gryffindor. As the pieces, we obviously have the board, which I think again, they have Mark Spencer come up with their own design, because even though it is the crests that we know from the films, it seems to be in a different illustration style. But for the mover spaces, we've got this parchment background, which I really love, the Hogwarts crest in the middle, and it is a very attractive looking board. I think it's very well designed and it's really good quality. Ooh, that was a bit crazy. Really good quality, and they've even gone as far to include a spinner that has also got the Hogwarts crest on it, and we've got these kind of motifs in each corner of the Hogwarts houses. And rather than a dice, which I know some people play with, I think some versions of Ludo have dice, some have a die. This one has a spinner, which gives it that kind of randomized feel. Who knows who's going to win the game? Hopefully it won't cause too many arguments around the Christmas dinner table. But I think it's a nice little set. I think £15 is quite average for a board game like this. I think the quality is really, really good. It's packaged really well. The instructions give a little description of the game, tells you quite quickly how to play, and I think it is a really attractive product to start off this video. So here it is, the Hogwarts Ludo. Get your house to Hogwarts first. And continuing on with the board game theme, if you've played Ludo and you've exhausted that at the Christmas dinner table, then don't fear, because we have another board game, which is Back to Hogwarts. Can you be the first to get back to Hogwarts? Now, this is taking on a more of a chibi-inspired design, which I would say isn't my favourite design, but also I feel like games like this aren't really aimed at my age bracket. But I know a lot of younger Harry Potter fans, a lot of younger audience who follow me really enjoy the chibi. So I think this is an interesting little game for them. And on the back, it just says, Back to Hogwarts, the game. Can you get there first? Dumbledore and his allies are here to help, but beware, he who must not be named is trying to stop you. Land on the Deathly Hallows for a charm or a jinx. So I think it's quite a simple kind of roll and move forward game, but then it has different squares which are either going to push you back or push you forward. Maybe it's a bit of a mix of snakes and ladders with some extra spells, who knows, but you do start at platform 9 3/4 and then you end getting to Hogwarts. So let's take a look inside this one as well. Again, same packaging, really nicely printed in a matte finish, really good quality. We open it up and we've got some very simple instructions once again. For the character movers, we have 4 characters that you can choose from. So we've got Hermione, Ginny, we've got Ron and Harry. And these characters just fit into the little bases here. So they fit in like this. And they are your movers. Really nicely printed again on matte paper. And it's got a little interesting way to create a moving character for the game. As with the Ludo game, they have given you a spinner, which I always think is more interesting than just rolling a dice, you know, giving it a good spin, seeing what number you get. And I like how even the crest takes on a more cartoony look. So I think this game's definitely tailored more towards younger fans of the series and maybe newer fans of the series as well. But let's take a look at the board, which is full of some of our favourite characters from the Wizarding World. We've got Lupin, Luna, there's Dumbledore, we've got Neville here, Hedwig. So landing on these spaces is going to push you forwards in the game. However, if you do land on any of the baddies, the evil characters, sadly you have to go backwards. And reading the instructions, if you do land on a Deathly Hallows, you get another spin, but you can either take the points or you can move another player backwards. So once again, that might cause a few arguments around the Christmas dinner table, but I think this is a really well made product once again. Like I will say, Chibi, it isn't really my thing, but I can't fault Marks & Spencer for creating a really high quality product. I know a lot of people would love this. A lot of families love a simple board game, and I think this really fits the bill, while also having all of our favourite characters from the Wizarding World. So you're at the Christmas table, 2 board games down, and you want another game, but not a board game. Up for the third product, we have these Harry Potter Hogwarts trivia cards. Test your Hogwarts knowledge with 200 questions. Now, my family would probably not want to play this with me because a lot of them haven't even seen all the films. I know, I have tried, but they don't want to watch them. But I do know a lot, and I would love to play this with anyone who fancies a game. But this is a brilliant little set, whether it's someone who's just got into Harry Potter or a long-time fan. It's always really fun to test your knowledge. And I think these are going to be based more on the films from what I can imagine, but we are going to open this up and have a little look. Again, really like the packaging. It's very simple. It's just going to be some cards inside, but I think it would be a perfect stocking filler for any Harry Potter fan. Side, we've got the cards, and it's really nice that the cards all have this Hogwarts motif on the back. We've also got just one card, which is for instructions. The aim of the game is to be the first to have 5 cards. They say that it's best to play it with 4 people so that each one can represent a Hogwarts house. However, you can play it from 2 people upwards, or you could do it as a family. You could do it as a whoever gets the answer first. You could even do it like a quiz where you ask us the questions and whoever has the most points at the end wins. It's a very versatile array of cards, and I think there are a lot of questions. So let's test you on the very first card. Can you answer these questions? Professor McGonagall takes on which form as an animagus? When Harry first arrives at Hogwarts, how old is he? Which wizard has the role of Keeper of Keys and Grounds at Hogwarts? What is the official name of the wizarding school, Hogwarts? They are covering a lot of different subjects, and as I just pick some more at random, we've got the very first time the students ride the Hogwarts Express. Which wizard greets them at the end of the journey? Another card. Which position on the Slytherin Quidditch team does Draco Malfoy play on? How is Alistair Moody more commonly known? Or even, which class does Professor Slughorn teach at Hogwarts? Now, I can imagine some of you are finding these questions very easy, but I think a lot of people might get stumped on some of these questions. So again, a fantastic little Christmas pack of Harry Potter trivia cards. I think they're a really good price. The quality of the cards themselves is also really nice. And like I say, you can either do it with one other person, you can do it in a group of 4, you can do it in teams, but just having some fun with the trivia of Harry Potter and the story that we all know, and I hope we all very much enjoy. And the last entertainment Wizarding World item is not another board game, but it would definitely keep you and your family or your friends busy for, I think, a very long time. And that's because the last entertainment item is this incredible Harry Potter jigsaw puzzle, which covers all 8 of the Harry Potter films. It's iconic parts of each film poster that they've merged all together. It looks brilliant, and not only that, it's 1,000 pieces. Now, to begin with, that sounds quite intimidating. How small are the pieces, however? if you flip it around, like with most jigsaws, it has a picture of what the final picture looks like, so you can refer to it when you're trying to finish it, but also it has the size of the pieces, which is quite large. I think this is a pretty good size. Done some puzzles where, you know, they're about this big, and it's an absolute nightmare and not enjoyable. Whereas this, it's got some different colours in it, of course, it's got the different characters at different ages. So for those of you that are massive fans of the films, you'll definitely be able to spot, you know, when Emma Watson is in Goblet of Fire as Hermione, or where she looks maybe a bit older in Deathly Hallows. So that should help figure things out. It is a very blue looking puzzle, but a very, I think, distinguishable between each film. I'm looking very forward to putting this together. I do love a good jigsaw. Last Christmas, I did a Golden Snitch jigsaw, so I think this year I've got it covered. And is there anything better than Boxing Day, having leftover food, all those chocolates, and doing a puzzle with a Harry Potter film in the background? I know, there is nothing better. So this also looks incredible, and I think they've done a really good job with the range. I've just noticed as well, it does say about how recyclable these products are. I know some people actually finish these puzzles and then frame them, which is something you could also do with something this magical and this awesome. It will look brilliant on your wall. But I'm very much looking forward to finishing this. We'll take a quick peek inside just to see how good these pieces are. Picking them up, they are a really quite big size, which is fantastic. Like I said, some puzzles, impossible. The finish of the pieces is really good. It is a matte puzzle, which always my favourite. I don't really like the glossy ones. Sometimes the light bounces off of the pieces and you can't exactly see what you're putting together. But I think another fantastic product. At this rate, I might be the only one playing these games, but hopefully some of my friends and my family will enjoy and maybe indulge me with some of the games over the Christmas period. But these are just the games. I also have some decorations to show you as well. One downside of the PR with these products is I don't have the wonderful packaging that the decorations come in. So all the decorations that you order from Marks & Spencer's from the Harry Potter range will have the blue packaging, and they're actually live online now and they look fantastic. I think they're going to sell out, so if you do want some, I would get them very quickly. So I'm going to take them out of the white packaging, very basic packaging that I have here, and show you individually, but I thought I'd just make that clear. Pre-decoration number one is this Hogwarts crest decoration, which I love. So cool. And this is just the first one. I have 3 to show you, and I've started with my, if you can call it, least favourite first. They're all fantastic, but I thought I'd go up in how much I love them. But this is I think like a wooden or maybe a resin decoration, of course, of the Hogwarts crest. And for those of you that are particular about your Hogwarts crest, it does have a Ravenclaw eagle. It has the Hogwarts slogan at the bottom, and it's finished in this lovely gold paint. The front of it is kind of made to look like it's quite antique-y, and then the writing is all filled in like a black paint as well. We have a little velvet cord at the top so you can hang it. And what I love is that this is not that heavy, although it looks like it would be made of metal, particularly heavy for your tree. It's actually really lightweight, but it feels really good quality. I know that some people have already done their Harry Potter Christmas tree in past years. I have never done one, but I feel like with these decorations, I need to. But of course, if you don't have a tree or your family won't let you put your Harry Potter decorations on their tree, you can of course hang these in your bedroom or around the house. They don't have to be just exclusively for the tree. And although this is classed as a Christmas ornament, I think with this one there is no reason you can have this all year round. You could put it on your pin board, a notice board, hang it up. I really love it, and the sculpt of it as well is fantastic. Like I say, this is only the first one, so coming up I have 2 more. Would you like to see them? Now I think a lot of you might be shocked when I show you what the second decoration is, because it's my favourite thing to collect from the Wizarding World, and it's a golden snitch decoration. So this is my second favourite from the series that I've been sent, and you know me and you know that I love anything golden snitch, and this is just brilliantly sculpted. I've not seen any decorations of snitches that look this good. Once again, it's a really good weight, and they've done a really good mold. It's really even. I love how they've done the wings. The ball has all the indents going all the way around it as well. It's a really nice colour, and it's not a super shiny gold. It's kind of like a, I think it's called French gold. It's the not really yellow gold, which can sometimes look, I think, a bit cheap, but it has a slight antique look as well. And I mean, I love anything that's golden snitch, but this is fantastic. And could I only have one? I'm very tempted to get a few more because I just love them. I think they're brilliant. Really love the silhouette of the wings. A great weight to put on your tree. It's not too heavy, and it has the same velvet cord as well. I absolutely love it, and I think Marks & Spencer have done a brilliant job at creating something that we have seen a lot of times, but never like this. I really, really love this one. As you can probably tell, it is golden snitch. I'm very biased when it comes to anything golden snitch related, but it is my second favourite, which means there's something that's my favourite. I think that this decoration is fantastic. I've not seen anything like this as a decoration, and I think it's something we would all really love. Final decoration from the Marks & Spencer Harry Potter range is this Hogwarts Castle glass bauble that not only looks brilliant, it has little bits of white crystal, maybe gold stars that move and can be shaken around inside. I think this is absolutely genius. It looks beautiful, and again, I think I'm going to have to get a few of these because I think they're absolutely brilliant. I think with something like this, you wouldn't want to have too many of them on your tree. I don't know, maybe some people would, but I think this is a lovely present to get someone who is a huge fan of the series, and just to have that one special ornament on the tree. The quality of this is impeccable. It's just absolutely brilliant. So this is hand molded, I think, hand blown glass, and it's got a lovely little ring on the top that hangs the velvet. Despite it being glass, it really isn't too heavy. It's quite thin glass, I think, so you would have to be particularly careful putting this on your tree, packing it back up again every year. But the little castle in the middle is absolutely stunning, and I think the little crystals to act like snow inside is a brilliant and genius idea. It's once again finished with the same gold velvet as we've seen on the other decorations, but I just absolutely fell in love with this, and therefore it was my favourite from everything that I got sent. I know we've got a little while before Christmas yet, but I'm already in the mood for Christmas this year. And after last year being in lockdown, I think people are going to go really big and go all out for this Christmas. So why not take it that extra inch and go all out Harry Potter this Christmas and buy some of these fantastic board games or magical ornaments to put on your tree. And with this fantastic bauble that comes to the end of the products that I have been sent by Marks and Spencer. But I hope you've really enjoyed the video. You've seen a range of different products, but there are also lots more products online. They have clothing, they have some brilliant Hogwarts pillows, which I think I'm also gonna have to invest in. And for me, this was just my favorite because I loved the magic and the quality of this item. It just speaks for itself. However, although I am incredibly biased and this is my favorite, I would love to know which of the items from this video was your favorite. Was it some of the board games? Would it be this fantastic bauble? Would it be the golden snitch ornament? As always, don't forget to comment just below. And while you're there, give this video a big thumbs up. Like I said, I'm gonna put all of the links and the Instagram page of Marks & Spencer in the description below. So if you did see anything you liked, take a look. I'm not sure how many of these they have ordered, but generally with the Harry Potter range, once it's gone, it's gone. So you should probably order to make sure you get your hands on some of these magical products. Unfortunately, that is the end of this video. All that's left to say is, if you did enjoy this video, then you can subscribe to my channel for all my future videos in this button just here. And also, why not watch some of my previous videos in this playlist or this video just here. I've been the Greg Who Lived, and until next time, stay safe, stay magical, and Merry Christmas. Bye.